about some more fun with Paul? So basically, you got this misty machine, hardy brush machine, slush machine, whatever they call it now. And what's been happening with this machine, and I think it's just an issue with the machine and how we're using it, but it tends to build up air inside the top of the cylinder, so we have to bleed it out, right? So one of the things that makes a lot of sense to me is that when you come in the morning, when I came in this morning, there was a pocket of air in here. So before you start it up in the morning, go ahead and pull this little knob out, let it bleed down, and then shove it back in there. The other thing is when during the day, if you see this machine shaking, that means there's air inside this cylinder. And for whatever reason, the mix is not going down inside of it. So of course, you know, like right now, it's doing it a little bit. So what you gotta do is take this little cover off right here, shut the machine off, take a look and see if it's not bubbling in there. If it's not, then you need to go ahead, take this little rod, make sure the machine's off, shove that down in there, and sometimes there'll be some ice. And then what you'll see is you'll see it start to bubble. And once it stops bubbling, then you can go ahead, start the machine back up again. Pretty simple, but if this thing gets a big pocket of air in here, it'll just sit there and shake. And if it gets froze up in there, what happens is there's not enough stuff in there and you guys will run out, which obviously that's a problem. So keep an eye on that. Watch for it to be shaking. Shaking, go ahead and shut it off. Make sure it's not froze up. Let it go ahead and bubble, 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 and then start it back up again. Sometimes you have to do that like twice. And if you shut this machine on and off again a couple of times real fast, a lot of times it won't come back on. There's a reset button down here. And a lot of times you have to hit this reset button. That should take care of it. All right, thank you.